Today's video we are discussing the atlas and axis. Now atlas is the first cervical bone, and this cervical bone is connected with the foramen magnum, as we can see here, and the neural ring of the atlas give passage to the spinal cord. Okay? Now there are the two surfaces and two ends. Two surfaces, the dorsal surface, the ventral surface, and two ends, the cranial end and the caudal end, and there is a neural ring. This is the neural ring of the atlas, and it presents the spinous process, which is in the form of the tubercle, and the ventral spine here, and this is also in the form of the tubercle. Now these are the spines. This is the spine and the spinous process, and there are the wings. These are the wings of the atlas. So now we can see here that how we will identify the dorsal and the cranial end. Now dorsally it presents the spinous process, which is in the form of tubercle. So this is the spine, this is the spinous process. So this will be the dorsal surface. Now the ventral surface has this ventral spine, which is also in the form of the tubercle. Now, so this is how we can identify the dorsal surface and the ventral surface, and also the dorsal surface contain these three foramens on each side. And these two foramens, the one is the medial and other is the lateral. And the medial foramen is the intervertebral foramen, and the lateral foramen is the foramen alar. This is the foramen alar. Now the medial foramen, that is intervertebral foramen, it gives passage to the first spinal nerve and vertebral artery. And this lateral one, the lateral foramen, we called it the foramen alar, and this foramen alar gives passage to the dorsal branch of the first spinal nerve. Because this is the first vertebrae, so here we will have the first spinal nerve. The dorsal branch of the first spinal nerve passes through the lateral foramen. This is the foramen alar. So this was all about the dorsal surface. Now we will see the dorsal surface we have done. Now we have this, the ventral surface. The ventral surface comprises of the ventral spine. Clear? Now this is the wings. These are the wings. The wing of the atlas had this fossa, and this fossa we call the fossa atlantis. This is the fossa atlantis, so which is present at the ventral surface. Now we come to the neural ring. This is the neural ring, and this neural ring का floor जो है, the floor of the neural ring caudally present a fovea dentis. This is the fovea dentis, and this was the fossa atlantis. तो ये भी caudally present है और ये भी caudally है, but the fovea dentis is a very small depression present at the caudal part and at the floor of the neural ring. Here we can see this fovea dentis is for this. This is the axis, और axis इस तरह से एटलस के अंदर इंसर्ट होता है. तो दिस फोविया डेंटिस जो होते हैं यहाँ पर इसको ऐसा अकोमोडेट करने में हेल्प करता है, और फिर यहाँ पर एटलस और एक्सिस आपस में रोटेट करते हैं. Now we have done the fovea dentis, we have done the fossa atlantis, we have done the foramen alar and intervertebral foramen. Now let's move to the cranial end. Now this is the cranial end. The cranial end of the atlas contains two very large concavity. These are two large concavity, and these two concavity is for the condyles. These are the condyles of the occipital bone. The condyles of the occipital bones are articulated in this concavity of the atlas here, as you can see. तो ये condyles को articulate करने में मदद करता है. Now, so this was about the cranial end of the atlas. Now we will move to the caudal end. The caudal end contains two articular facets. These two articular facets are modified into the saddle shape. These are the saddle shaped articular facet of the caudal end of the atlas, and these articular facets are for the attachment with axis. Here, like this. So this was all about the atlas. In the next video we will discuss the axis.